squeaky chairs.
Gonna take the old school musical back to the hotel room and ride it until it can't ride no more. I don't know how that song goes.
I don't think those words mean exactly what you think they do, and if they do mean what I think they do, I don't want that here in this cafe.
Welcome everyone to the Rhythm Cafe here on the mighty Loading Ready Live Video Entertainment Network. This is Heather.
This is Ian.
We play rhythm games, and this week, as well as last week, we're playing Old School Musical. It's been fun.
It's been a fun game.
Yeah, and I'd like it to continue to be fun, and hopefully it will be. I didn't realize, I spent the last week in Ottawa for a conference thing, and I spent most of that week sick because I got out of the Rhythm Cafe last week and went home and thought, oh wow, my throat's a little sore from, all the voices we've been doing.
Oh no.
And
But it wasn't that.
Then I get onto the plane,
no.
still sore throat, that's okay. And then it spread across the top of that back bit of your palate, and then it was just a terrible day for the whole week. But I think I'm mostly better now. Mostly better now.
Cool. I hope you didn't get that from me.
Oh, maybe I did.
I don't know. My thing was mostly just a throat thing for a little while because Beach came home from his 3 cons in one thing, and he had some sort of thing. So then I got some sort of thing.
So I've just got the triple mutated version.
So
then.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's possible.
No, it definitely was throat, and then also hating myself on the. Hating the feel of my head and therefore hating life and.
Mine wasn't quite like that.
Okay.
So maybe it was different.
I ended up running a couple of my workmates through Fireball Island because we went to a we went to a games cafe and
that was not what I was expecting. That's great.
Went to a game cafe. One of my younger coworkers said, I haven't played Fireball Island since I was a kid. And I'm like, well, I have, and I can lead you through it. And yeah, by the end of it, I had to use my forearms to keep myself up on the table just because I was so done.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, old school musical. How's your week been?
It's been filled with sharks and sore throat slightly, but like the sore throat was actually gone just before you left.
Okay, that's good.
I had that persistent cough where you don't feel sick, but your throat never wants to stop.
Right.
For some reason, it's really annoying. But otherwise, been all right.
That's great. Huh.
Welcome to Rhythm Cafe, where we talk about our illnesses.
I think so. That seems to be the plan. At this point, I'm also stalling for time because the controller's not pairing itself. So.
Oh, okay. We're time stall Rhythm Cafe portion.
A little bit.
That's all right. We don't get to talk to the chat that much.
It's only twice an hour or twice. 2 hours once a week.
Only ever so often. I mean, I haven't seen you for like a full week.
Yeah. And now we.
Now we're here catching up.
Here. And it's a lot of fun, isn't it? Stop it!
If we stall hard enough, we can play this game again next week.
Why won't any of these controllers connect, Heather?
Have you tried turning them off and on again?
I sure haven't. I tried turning them on, and then they don't. Oh, wait.
Have you tried turning it on before turning on Steam? Or on Windows, do we have to have a different thing open? Yeah, I think that's the majority of my advice.
Connect Xbox One's controller de-doos. What do we got here? Okay, so hold that down. Add a Bluetooth or gaming device. It's a Xbox controller. Make sure the device is turned on and discoverable. Select the device below to connect.
Wait, if you have to make it discoverable, does that mean you have to give it like a Twitter account? Let people be able to find it? Maybe an Instagram?
Just at least an address. Sometimes it's difficult to even have an address in this day and age.
It's not a good idea to put your address up on the internet, though, where people can find it. That's bad.
Generally not. Oh, something went away there.
Maybe we could get it in a P.O. box.
That would work. Okay, I'm going to unplug the adapter and then plug it back in again.
Okay, we're unplugging and plugging in a thing.
Okay, now it's out.
Quick reminder that Rhythm Cafe is a cafe in name only, and you need to provide your own drinks. We do not serve them here unless we are serving them to ourselves.
Which we are.
Ian has some sort of warm Coke thing. Is it just Coke that's warm?
Yeah, it's a hot Coke.
It's a hot Coke.
I like my hot Cokes.
I went with some sort of green tea that was from the we got those home assembled tea. I guess not home assembled. They made up a combination or something.
Right.
That came in from Mail Time, but I got the Tinker Tailor Solder Fry one.
Oh, I haven't tried that one yet.
Never Learning.
Ever Forward
one.
Okay.
It's a green tea.
Ooh, that sounds like something I would like. Yes.
Because we ran out of Foot, which was really good, and
Foot.
What was the other one? I marked it off the other day because because we just put the note that described all of them and taped it into the cupboard, so we could remember what they were. But I marked off the ones that we actually finished. I think checking them points was the other one that we finished, which was a nice black tea.
So I'm loath to not use the. Okay, I'm going to swap us over to using a PS4 controller, I think, just because I can get that working faster. Because I don't want to use the keyboard for this because it's very loud.
Oh, no, I don't use keyboards. I'm not a PC gamer. I hate mouse and keyboard. I put up with it for Stardew Valley. And that was it.
I love me some keyboards, but they are loud and unloudy.
Apparently we have occasional frame drops.
Do we? Well,
they have. There are a few frames that have definitely dropped according to the window thing, but they're not constant. And I'm loath to take the stream down ever if I can help it, because it makes more work for me.
Okay, you know what? Let's just do keyboard. But let's use a quiet keyboard.
A quiet keyboard.
Yes.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, thankfully we only ever use those. Oh no, wait, it does use the shoulder buttons. Okay. Huh. Yeah, maybe we should put some effort into getting this going here. Connect Xbox One controller to PC. 3 ways to connect an Xbox One controller to a PC.
We are reading the makeuseof.com article on this if you want to follow along. Don't worry. There will be no homework afterwards.
I'm going to go get a cable. I'll be right back.
Getting a cable. I don't know why we would play a rhythm game with a wireless controller in the first place. That brings in lag. That's a terrible idea. We should have started with a cable. Yeah, that's right, chat. No homework for you. The Rhythm Cafe does not assign homework. Unless you want some, I could give you homework. I could give you all kinds of homework. You'd like the homework I give you. Do I play typing games with the controller? Okay, fine, that's fair. But I don't play typing games on the computer. I play a DS Pokemon typing game, so I kind of think of the Bluetooth wireless keyboard as a controller rather than a keyboard. My homework be not doing homework. Oh yes, we should probably recalibrate. That's a good point. And we did drop more frames. I pretend it didn't happen. Just pretend it didn't happen. Alright, your homework is to watch the rest of this show unless you have to leave, and I'll need a note from you explaining why you have to leave if you do leave.
You know, we have a surprise.
Not from a doctor, though. I don't believe in doctors or notes from doctors. I believe in the people who say that they're sick and then they should be able to leave, not the method of having to go to a doctor to get. I should be more specific about what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's not that I don't believe in doctors.
I
believe they do exist, and you should definitely go see one if you can, if you need to. But I don't believe you should have to go to a doctor to get a note in order to excuse yourself from a thing, because that's BS.
Hey kids.
Hello.
Ian here. Doctors are trained professionals, and facts are facts, and science is reproducible.
Unless they call themselves a naturopath, then I'd out the door.
That's loading radio law. Hey, let's play some.
Have we connected yet?
Oh, you bet we have.
Good.
And if we haven't, goddamn, we have anyway.
Because I think my vamping is turning into something I'm not so certain about. We were reminded we should probably recalibrate since we're doing wired versus wireless.
Good call.
Oh, flipping this camera. I'm just gonna flip it all the way around. Where's the flipping? There it is. Nope, not that.
Oh,
this one? Nope. Definitely not that one. Okay, I think it's fine now. Is it this one? Yeah, I'm just having fun now. There we go. That's what I wanted.
You know what we don't have a lot of in this office right now? Loose micro USB cables.
Really?
Yeah, you know what we have a lot of?
Snacks.
That too.
Coffee.
Loose.
Tea. Well, not less tea than coffee.
Yeah. Loose mini USB cables.
Game cut loud.
And X, 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 X. It's important to say X while you move forward. X, X, X. Whew. Interesting difference. The wired adds more delay for some reason.
That's unusual. But we calibrated, so that's important.
Yep. That's all we need to do.
Remember, everyone, calibrate your children.
Yes, grew up with our mother. Fine. Did it not say? Skip. Good. Skip that.
Oh, shit. I mean, did we not save?
Did we have to save?
Did we have to save?
I hope not.
Was there a way to save? I don't remember that being a thing. Uh-oh. Oh, right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I forgot about the fairy.
Well, I guess let's...
I guess we have to start over.
Yep.
All right, speed run this. Skip
Good.
all these cutscenes.
Right, good.
Can we skip this one too? Yes.
You bet.
Good, because I don't really need to see the thing again.
Skip that. Skip this. Great.
Isn't there a password feature? I don't recall seeing one. I don't know how the game gets this loud.
The only thing I can think of is that maybe we played this under someone else's account.
I just don't understand. We are in our account, right?
Yeah, I had to swap us through because we were in a different account.
Okay. No, we totally were under our account last time.
Okay.
I don't understand why it wouldn't have had, like, automatic saving. Or why it would be a game that you have to play all the way through. That doesn't sound
No,
right.
that sounds very wrong.
Because we played through enough of the game that if it had save points, we should have seen them.
Yep. And I can't see anything in the start menu that tells us we should save from the menu. Not too bad, children.
Yeah. Does it say we have playtime on it?
That's a good question. Let's check that.
Yeah, 2 hours.
You've played 2 hours.
That's about right, because we only played the...
Yeah, last played today.
I guess, is there a save file on...
Let's take us back to the booth for a second.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out.
Because there should just be a save file.
So I'm just going to kill this for now. And then let's...
Like, it looks like it's got saves, according to this.
Nothing there.
It's just real weird.
Okay, good. At least
Has Steam Cloud support to the point that there are questions asking how to properly reset progress? Yeah, like...
Oh, Steam Cloud is what's causing the issue, maybe?
No, there's people asking about, like, how do I basically delete my save so I can start the game over?
Ah, okay.
Which to me says it should just have auto-saving, so I don't know why we wouldn't... Why we wouldn't have a save.
Okay. URL finded in... Well, that's not helpful at all. Okay, what was the day that we last played this? That would have been last week, which was the 7th.
Is your account set up for Steam Cloud? I mean, even if it wasn't, there should be a local save. It shouldn't just be... If we're on the same computer, that shouldn't be an issue.
Mm-hmm. Old school musical Steam number 398030. Can't find it there.
This is not a problem I was expecting us to ever encounter on this stream. It is a strange one.
I'm not a happy camper, to be honest. No. Huh.
So we don't seem to even have like a save file for it?
Oh, 39030. Okay, so we do have... That's not good. That's not good.
Uh-oh. I don't know what it means. I just said uh-oh.
Yeah.
You said it wasn't good. So please explain.
It looks like there is a save file. It was last modified today, which...
So we don't have...
I'm going to start the game again and see if it gives us the option to jump. Otherwise, we may, have to play again.
I mean, I like the game. I'm just disappointed we're not likely to see anything new.
Well, we can really power through some levels here by skipping every cutscene.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Okay, I'll post back in the corner.
Well, sorry about this, guys, but hey, let's enjoy the good music and
we're gonna ignore most of the story because we've already covered it.
Yeah.
We're gonna play the game, and I'm gonna read a lot of chat.
We'll read a lot of chat together.
Yeah. Hey, chat. How you doing?
Enjoy the circus music.
It's very... Right. I couldn't identify exactly what this reminded me of the last time. Either some of us didn't see it the first time around. It's fine. All right.
Well, Mama, talk faster.
Right? There's this whole thing about a secret pocket in your underwear, which is just weird, so ignoring.
Not gonna think about it.
When we finish the stream today,
yes, we're gonna
we need to double check that save file is still there.
We're gonna quit the game. We're gonna start it up again.
And if it just won't take, then I guess we can't keep playing this game.
Yep.
To the end, which is
very sad.
Annoying. Literally the only caveat I have towards this game is the mother character, because she's evil. Not because she's evil is the caveat, but because of the child abuse that this game refers to.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I appreciate that it's a one-handed game until you need to use the shoulder buttons.
I like that the shoulder buttons are like a separate sequence.
Mm-hmm. I get the feeling if we turned it up to a higher difficulty, they'd probably be mixed in a little bit more often.
Before you quit, go to the Horner Ferry screen and save quit. So wait, this game doesn't have auto-saving?
Oh no.
Alright, I'm gonna mark that as a somewhat point against it. Not for not having auto-saving, but given like how many level things we went through,
yeah,
it should have had a do you want to save point.
Yep.
That should have been obvious. An options screen is not an obvious save point.
In this day and age, if you don't have
this game was made last year.
Yeah, in this day and age, if you don't put up a screen that says, hey, just so you're aware, there's no autosave in this game.
Yeah, there should be at least a save prompt.
Yeah. Only because I think that most games these days do autosaving, and it's kind of become the assumption.
Mm-hmm. But even games that didn't do autosaving have either a save prompt between levels, which is kind of what this game does, or like it has level points,
mm-hmm.
Or you would have had a point that you would have shown up, like even Final Fantasy had save points that you find within the game, and you know that that's a thing you have to do.
Yeah. Or a like having a hub world too is again sort of a what I would call a.
It signifies an autosave point.
Yeah.
Because it's in like Mario games that have that kind of level layout typically save.
Yep. At least there's some really good music in this.
Angry Optimist says, notably, Yakuza 0 has a notice about it not auto-saving.
Exactly.
The game has you save once just to make sure. Like, it's generally in the tutorial level somewhere.
Yep. Whereas playing, Red Dead Redemption 2 these days, I'm always kind of weirded out that, oh, this game just auto-saves it all the time.
I think open world games have a tendency to save more in an auto fashion. Because it's like JRPGs and are typically more of the you save to a specific save file, and because you want to stagger save in some of those cases. And they're definitely like not having an autosave feature can be useful if you run into specific kind of glitching.
Yep.
But
again, it's just a case of tell people.
Generally get concerned when a game suddenly saves. I'm fairly used to it in certain games. Like it's not a feature I would be used to in, say, like a JRPG or like Persona, which I guess is a JRPG, so that's redundant what I just said. But like Professor Layton, even Phoenix Wright doesn't really have auto-saving, but it's got like recovery points where it puts you back to if you fail, or
but sometimes you just want that.
You want to save now, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to drop that save point so you can try all the different goddamn pieces of evidence you have, because none of them make sense.
No. The one that you submit makes sense. It's just 5 other pieces of evidence also actually make sense.
Mm-hmm.
What doesn't make sense is the idea of, oh, you've without a doubt proved your client is innocent, but you didn't prove who did it, so guilty.
That's not how law works anywhere.
It does in Japanifornia.
Eat your burgers, Heather.
Lost Tokyo.
Lost Tokyo.
I think in the fanfic I've read, people call it Japanifornia.
Good, because I do not want to go to Lost Tokyo.
Which is pretty funny to me. I've got a nostalgia space for that translation for that game, but I would really like them to do a more 2019 translation to that game and have like both available.
Like a non-localized. Skip.
San Francisco.
Oh,
That's hard to say.
Was that the one from Big Hero 6?
Oh shoot. You're right, they had a weird name for that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay, come on, we're in space, yes. Hey look, we're in space!
Yay!
That's not the voice, that's the voice I was still using at this point before I transferred over! Run, little boy. Okay.
The thing about Ace Attorney is if you did translation that kept it in Japan, you would also keep the Japanese names and we would lose the fun puns. I don't think you would have to, though.
No, we'd get
I don't think you have to keep the Japanese names.
Well, I mean, you could keep the Japanese names and then just get new puns that would require a translation, but would still be funny.
Mega Man.
His name is literally Ryuichi. Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Ryuichi Naruhodo. I don't know what the Japanese names of any of the other ones are, so. Oh, hey, extra credits.
They're so adamant about Phoenix Wright not being in Japan that in the one game where they're in a very Japanese village, they're in some sort of wrestling theme park in the translation. It's like, no, it's funny. Like, it's funny when you know, and I don't mind it being there. I like that the translation still exists in the remasters and stuff, but I want them to have an option for other translations and stuff. Although it is pretty funny to have the noodles be hamburgers.
Oh, that's just a good joke on the whole idea of localization at this point.
Like, I was talking to Beach the other day, because we all know that the whole Onigiri's Donuts thing comes from Pokemon.
Oh yeah, which came up in our super secret text channel recently. Good fun.
But like, in Sailor Moon, she eats donuts. They're not onigiri, they're like daifuku or something? They look more donut-like.
The fun thing is, anything can be donuts from Japanese culture, if you ignore the cultural
So my favorite one is Digimon, I think season 2. One of the characters' family runs a convenience store, and she brings a duffel bag of snacks because they're going to go to the digital world. And she's like, I prepared. and she opens her bag, and there is a seaweed-covered onigiri. She calls it rice balls. Mm-hmm. She calls it chocolate-covered rice balls because clearly can't explain the seaweed.
Yeah, who would eat seaweed?
And that really gets me.
That said, there's a Japanese dessert place in town.
Okay.
That I think Serge and Joe turned us on to. And recently I've been walking by and they've been advertising lunchtime specials of fancy onigiri. Like the big ones you'd see on TV with lots of little mix-ins in them. I'm really excited to give that a try sometime soon. As for fighting Santa Claus, Ark.
I also really appreciate that in some episodes of Pokemon, Brock will say that he's making hamburgers, and then in a later scene where he goes to make those hamburgers, he's stirring a giant pot, probably making curry. But we couldn't say he was going to make stew that night.
Are you sure he wasn't just kneading the dough for the hamburger buns? He's a real.
The only place I've ever seen anyone boil hamburger meat is went over to the pizza place because it's better to pre-cook most of the ingredients before just tossing it on the pizza.
No, Heather.
Or at least that's what I was told.
If I may, if you're going to take a big pot of water and you're going to boil it and produce that lovely form of water that's in a vapor form, steam is what I'm looking for.
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Now, if you were to apply that to raw hamburger meat, that would in fact cook it and enhance its deliciousness.
Okay, now you're saying you want the meat to be steamed as opposed to what I was thinking of, which you want meat steam.
No, meat steam would not be.
Meat steam sounds like a terrible memory of meat to put on a thing.
It also sounds like quite possibly the worst game delivery network I can think of.
Lack of calories, though, so I guess it could be good for a diet.
That said, I'm kind of interested in the idea of early access meat.
I think they call that eggs.
Or pets.
Eggs are early access meat.
Yes? But that's it. I honestly would actually like to try a steamed hamburger patty at some point.
Sure.
Properly seasoned, of course, but... Like, I've always said that one of my favorite things about the McDonald's hamburger is the texture of the meat, not necessarily any of the taste or anything else. There's nothing else like it, that rubbery protein disc. And I feel like steaming would really get that texture going.
Have you sous vide hamburgers? Have you done that?
Oh yes. Heather, let me tell you.
What kind of texture do you get out of that?
Oh, they are. So first off, I still have two hamburger patties sitting in a sous vide pouch in my freezer, and they're the ones that I manually minced with my knife from the cut-offs of the prime rib that I had. So the plan for those, and I've done it with regular ground beef before as well. I find that smashing is actually generally a better thing for pre-ground beef, but to sous vide a beef like that that's nice and tender, it comes out almost just fall apart in your mouth tender. But the strategy to cooking is you cook them at 54 degrees for about an hour or two, so you get that nice that nice medium rare texture. The key then, though, is to take them out of the bag, dry them off gently with a paper towel so they still stay together, and then very gently just place them in a deep fryer at high temperature to get a nice crust on the outside, and then take it out and drain it again, and wow. Add your artisanal ketchup, your hand-ground mustard, fresh cut Gruyere cheese, or maybe if you're like me, just a bit of brie.
Brie's good.
Yeah, I still do want to do the brie hamburger that I saw from I forget which fast food place in Japan it was, but it just took a wheel of brie, this what I'm gonna call a personal sized brie. Because we've all been tempted, and some of us have actually acted on those temptations. I'm not going to call anyone out on that. But they cut straight down the middle so that the brie wheel became like a hamburger bun, and then put the fixins in there, and yeah, just brie burger.
Personal size brie, so about 10 pounds. Look, anything can be personal sized if you try hard enough.
I think at this point you can actually skip the cutscene by hitting start, which is the hamburger button.
The hamburger button?
Yep.
It's too late.
Yeah. Oh, we got there. I'm having soup tonight, but I'm making dumplings for the leftover soup.
Nice.
No hamburgers today. This you can definitely skip. Hey. Back to space. Bingo. Next, Metal Gear using only a knife. Yes, Mungo Dude, brie as the bun.
I mean, I've actually found I quite like hamburgers without bread. Like doing either like the lettuce wrap thing or substituting something else for the bread. I've actually found it can be really enjoyable. I like bread. Bread is delicious.
Yeah, I find that you want to choose a good bread if you're making hamburgers yourself with bread, because why skimp? So a good brioche is always nice. I don't tend to like Kaiser buns on my hamburgers because I find them too tough. Like, I like the crispiness of it, but I don't feel like I want to wrestle with my burger.
That's fair. I prefer like a soft bun of some sort, just because I like the ingredients to be able to soak into it.
Okay, that's.
But like the other night we made tacos at home, and I lettuce wrapped them instead of doing tortillas.
Nice.
Mainly because tortillas are actually just super hard for me to chew.
Ooh, someone mentioned pretzel buns. I do really like pretzel buns, but you gotta have the right kind of...
You have to find good ones.
Yeah, well, you gotta find the right kind of burger for it, too. I like my burgers to fall apart equivalently, I guess, is that best way of putting it? I someone mentioned earlier back there. Angry Optimist. Yeah, I have actually had chupa quesos. Dale introduced me to them, and they are amazing. Have you chupa queso before?
No. I heard you guys talking about chupa quesos.
Okay.
Which I still don't really... I want to eat, based on the description of them. But I feel like it's a thing I probably should have waited until my braces come off.
It's probably a good idea, and maybe it'll make one of the many good week of celebratory meals. Because they're definitely a once-a-year food.
But like, and we're talking different kinds of breads. For like, you want different kinds of breads depending on what you're making.
Right.
But for like grilled cheese sandwiches, I prefer sourdough.
Yes.
I don't mind the tougher crust for those. Also, sourdough is just delicious.
Well, I think, grilled cheese, you've got the benefit of it being the cheese has adhered already to the bread. Whereas in a burger, if you've got... Here's where I find... To fully break it down, this is my problem with hard buns on burgers. If it's a hard bun, you have to grip the bun harder in order to pull it away from your teeth. And that means that you're gripping the insides, and so that's just everything then becomes mushed and pushes out the front or pushes out the sides. And you lose that, you lose the texture aspect of it. Oh man, I had so much good food in Ottawa. But unfortunately, I didn't get to eat what my favorite is. And is apparently, at least on the menu everywhere in Ottawa, but no one actually keeps more than, I guess, 1 or 2 servings of it handy. And that's tartare. I went to a wonderful pub the first night. Beautiful local brews and a lot of interesting food. Ended up having, what did I have there? Oh no, I can't remember. It'll come to me. But what I wanted was a chicken liver tartare.
Okay.
And it was on, it was on the board. I'm like, oh no, we're out of it. Fine, I'll have something else that's not what I want. But the next day, I went to across the border into Quebec. Mm-hmm. And by the way, Quebec, great place. First thing I saw was a church with the words Matt Damon spray painted on the side of it.
Okay, good. Spray painted. That makes more sense, but still funny.
The Church of Matt Damon. And on their menu, they had a beautiful Bison tartare that they were also out of. So I ended up having that night a foie gras poutine, which was nice and decadent, but I wanted tartare.
I like that you choose to think that everybody just keeps a couple of servings of this thing because probably only a couple people really want it, and you managed to get there before those people showed up and so that they were out. As opposed to the conspiracy theory of somebody was making sure that you just couldn't, they knew.
Well, Heather, what if it's both? What if my doppelganger is tracking me and going to the restaurants I'm thinking of before I do, just to eat? What if I eat them out of whatever I'm interested in?
Look, if anything has taught me, if I've learned anything from recent conventions that I didn't go to personally but have seen photos from, we all probably have more than one doppelganger. We probably have troppelgangers.
It's very true, at the very least.
Even quadruple gangers at this point. So, I don't think it was just your doppelganger who was tracking you. I think they were all there.
The other thing I'm learning is that I think I might need to actually find a good reputable... Actually, we have a good reputable butcher nearby. I should check them out, get some of their meat, and just make tartare for myself.
I think there's probably a couple of good good ones in town. Like, I think there's some farms on the island and stuff.
Yeah. It's just making sure to find someone who's willing to stand by their meat.
While they hack it?
While
they cut it?
I mean, in the Dolly Parton sense, that they're willing to... Sorry, I forgot about that part. I don't want people talking about their virus database while I'm getting meat that I intend to eat raw from them.
Don't put computer viruses in your meat.
No.
It's unsanitary. Don't put anything in your meat other than your meat and the things that'll get cooked in it. It's unsanitary.
Hey, Beach.
Hello.
I thought you were going to bring in your rendition of Stand By Meat.
Stand by your meat.
No, specifically, like,
stand by meat.
Stand by when the night has come.
Well, yeah, if you want to do it, come here and do it.
No, that's okay.
Salmonella's dog.
See? He knows how to make the songs better.
Yeah. Beach knows how to play guitar.
Yeah.
This is why we're friends.
Oh, you're friends because he had a guitar.
No, that's in spite of. I kid. The trope of party guy who goes to a party with his acoustic guitar and just plays Wonderwall is... I really like that joke, but that is not who Beach is.
Well, no, he doesn't play Wonderwall.
No, exactly.
He plays stuff by the way he plays. We know him.
Yeah. I'm kind of hungry now, actually.
Yeah, I can't imagine why when we had like probably the last half hour be a conversation about food. We went full food talk. We really were just off of a localization joke.
True. Thanks, Phoenix Wright, for reminding me about hamburgers. Which
Every
is
day.
Actually a phrase I would love to see the judge say. Thank you, Mr. Wright, for reminding me about hamburgers.
Actually, I think one of my favorite things... I'm pretty sure this is a thing that I'm not making up. But in one of the Phoenix Wright games, there's an alternate judge. Because it's a case from a different time or something. Mm-hmm. And the judges got like a blonde beard. And I'm pretty sure they say he's Canadian.
Love it. And
that it's like just like this really weird moment. It's like whenever something happens in anime and they talk about Canada, because it almost never happens.
Mm-hmm. People are very blonde in Canada.
Or like redheaded.
Yeah, or redheaded too.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's your run. What was I thinking about? You know what's a crossover I haven't seen yet that I would love to see?
What's that?
Case Closed. Phoenix Wright.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten the Japanese name. Detective Conan, that's it. I feel like they'd get along together. Oh, you know what?
They did do the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright one.
I'm gonna pass that on because it feels good. Beej! According to Angry Alchemist, you're killing it on the checkpoint game.
Thank you very much. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna do one this week.
Boom!
There's no checkpoint this week. Because there's a pre-release.
Yes.
Or at least according to the schedule, there's no checkpoint. But that could just be an oversight. We could just make Beej a liar.
Mm-hmm.
That could be fun.
We'll have our own checkpoint with tartare and burgers.
Can we just have Burger Point? Hey Graham, can we start a new show where we just eat hamburgers and we don't talk to the chat? Called Burger Point.
Sounds awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, want to join a new show where we eat burgers?
Yeah, fuck, I'm in.
Great.
It's a legacy podcast. No, Nemesis, you're not alone. I think I've actually learned a few Canadian stereotypes since working with these guys. Burger mukbang.
Actually, could really go for a sequel to the Phoenix Wright Professor Layton crossover. Which was a weird crossover. Those two properties are not owned by the same people.
Now, did that only show up in game form, or was it also animated?
No, just game.
Okay. So I remember seeing at least a cutscene in a music video of the swirling around the two of them as they bring out their pointing fingers.
The game had some cutscenes in it, but they did not make like an anime or like a separate thing. It was just game. They also have like two very different art styles that don't mesh super well together.
I do love when people are willing to do that. Like a couple of Hanna-Barbera properties, that, I can see that. That's normal.
They also bring in, like, because that game happens in like a weird kind of medieval type village thing, they have this really weird mechanic where throughout the testimony scenes, groups of people testify together, and some of them just in the middle of it are like, okay, cool, I told you the one sentence I wanted to tell you, I'm leaving now.
Yep.
And they just leave in the middle of the testimony.
Now do a puzzle. Sorry, I'm now just thinking about artists who have a large body of work in the same art style, and how well a crossover event would do with those people. Like, I cannot see a greater Rumiko Takahashi verse. Like, Rama and Inuyasha interacting together just doesn't really make sense all that well. However, the Tezuka star system, on the other hand, where Tezuka used his various characters to do one-off movies and stories, and just straight up populated some of his worlds with the same
because his characters were used in more of a way of like actors than they were as actual characters.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not actually uncommon for I've seen other mangaka who reuse their characters, especially if they're not as well known. Is it? I always pronounce it wrong. Naoko.
Naoko.
A lot of the senshi come from short stories she did.
Ah, Takuchi Sensei.
Yeah. Because Ami and Zoisei both come from the same short story.
I wasn't aware of her short story oeuvre.
Yeah, she did these other little stories. Like she didn't. She became more well known once she started doing Sailor Venus, or Sailor V rather, and then Sailor Moon.
What an interesting world we'd been in if Sailor V had had a few more years to kind of percolate it as itself. That would have given the character a lot more to go off of.
Oh no! Who summoned you?
If Sailor V had been more popular, like to the tune of maybe 2 or 3 more volumes, that'd have been it.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have had Sailor Moon at all.
I think
that would have been like the conclusion of the story.
I think you might have been right too, actually.
We also may have not gotten the magical girl genre of the wider variety of teams, like the 5, because that's kind of where it started, or at least where it got popularized.
Yeah.
Because a lot of other magical girl stuff is either 1, maybe 2 at a time.
That said, though, you could really the idea of crossing over the Sentai style with the magical girl style, it was there to be done.
Yeah, it might have happened on its own. It just wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have been Sailor Moon. Yeah.
I look forward to us getting through the we need magical girls to be dark and edgy phase of that life cycle, and when that is over, we can go back to having good stuff. I also kind of look forward to the magical girls not having to be idol groups.
Oh yeah.
Phase to be over, which might take longer than the edgy one. What I want to see, because we've had magical girls around for a while now, so we've seen the incredibly young ones, because that's how a lot of them started, because it's all about transformation, growing up, going through puberty. We've seen the teenage ones, like Sailor Moon. What I want to see now is what happens when they get older.
You've mentioned that before, yeah. That we've it's something that a couple of series have delved into, but more as a joke rather than
they kind of like. There was one that I didn't end up watching because I don't trust that it didn't handle specific topics very well at all. But there was one that came out a couple seasons ago that was like the Yakuza ran magical girls, and when they transform, they turn into cross-dressing big beefy dudes, which is why I don't trust that topic to ever be handled well. But the mother of the daughter used to be one as well and isn't now, but I want more of the exploration of I used to be a magical girl. Does that just drop off when you get older?
I was just about to say I'd like to see a show that examines why there are no old magical girls.
Yeah, or are there and they don't need to do that because because when you look at Sailor Moon, supposedly what happens is they hit the 30th century, they're kind of just immortal.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're young.
Everyone stops aging.
They're thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Which is a different trope.
So, the question being is, do the magical girls lose their power over time? Do they gradually lose their power and they're just not as powerful? Does something bad happen?
Because when I was talking to Beach about it, we were like, maybe one of the reasons they don't want to talk about that topic.
That was a Kamen Rider belt.
Is because of idol groups and graduation, and how that would kind of be a parallel.
Well, that's exactly why it would make an interesting series.
Yes, it is.
And so my real question is, if they do lose their power or their power is diminished, why don't they help in a training or guidance capacity?
Well, and I know Beach was trying to find. Beach said he found this panel of a manga, and he was trying to find what it existed about this creature who shows up trying to get a contract with a magical girl thing going, can't find one, and is offering it to a grandmother. Yes, please explain this.
Okay, it's an actual manga.
You need to speak up.
Okay, it's an actual manga, and it's called Grandma and the Magical Girl. And a QB from Madoka Magica knockoff shows up. It's meant to be a gag manga, obviously, and says, do you want to be a magical girl? And she's like, I'm an old woman. And it's like, I just need to find somebody because I'm not going to make my quota. Like, this is going to suck. And hey, free trial. You can just like transform and see what it's like. You don't have to sign a contract. And it's like, okay. And so she transforms and she's like, I see the appeal. I mean, if you have the means.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that's a gig thing, but I'd like to see an actual exploration of that.
But there's two chapters. They're doing more.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good.
Yeah. I don't know how long it goes on for. Like, I don't know how many translated whatever's, but there's 2 that have been translated already. So.
Yeah. I want that kind of thing to start hitting, like, the anime form.
Yeah.
What we were talking about and this is a really intense.
Yeah, the face hugger slots are here. We called them slots last time.
Oh God. Oh. Jesus, you just smacking.
Yep.
Yeah,
Friend.
don't worry about it.
Wow.
Potatoes.
Ah,
This is why I yelled potatoes last week.
okay.
I don't know if you heard me. I could scream it again this week if you want.
The idea I had is like I would love like a share house where after magical girls stop being magical girls, the government essentially says, okay, so you spent a lot of time maybe not getting the best grades or doing whatever. So as thanks for your service or whatever, you can stay in this share house and you can get some training and go on and do whatever. And maybe one of the girls turns out to be a NEET and a couple of them are like going to college or being in Wales. Maybe there's one who's like 25, 26 years old. She's already started like work somewhere.
Oh, I was thinking like I want them to be 30 or 40.
That would be fun too, right? But it's like if you don't have a like you need there's a transitional phase, like a college age transitional phase, and it's like we figure we'll have you guys. You can live together, you can help each other, but because we don't know who the magical girls are until after they're done being magical girls, we can't really go help the ones who are currently magical girls, and you're kind of not allowed to go find them yourself either because reasons, right? Wave your hands reasons. And I thought that would be interesting because then you could have them them sitting and watching TV and hear like, oh, a magical girl's done whatever, and they're just kind of like, yeah, I remember back in the day, like, that kind of thing. And I'm like, it'd be funny. It might also have some like dramatic moments, and I'm like, that's what I'd love to see is a manga or a show based around that, where it's like, how do you transition out of adolescence into the real world? Because these are all stories about adolescence, about changes that happen to you when you're young.
It's not real world, but like out of adolescence and into actual adulthood, because the adulthood that they show, the transformation and basically what's going through puberty and everything is to be not like 10 anymore and to be 16.
It's just mean not being a child, not becoming it's not about becoming an adult, it's about not being a child.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it'd be great to see like what does that look like when you transition out.
Especially given that I think the main problem that most societies are having, right, most Western and at least technologically advanced societies are having, is we're having children not knowing what it means to be an adult in this current climate.
It's different from when it was.
Yeah.
It's harder to discern.
And for those
I really want us to get out of the dark, edgy stuff, because the groups that are doing the dark, edgy thing that's going on just kind of feels like it saw Madoka.
It is.
And was like, cool, people like watching gore. And it's like, that's not what made that show interesting.
No. Madoka was a deconstruct. Like for all the people who are in the chat saying, "Oh yeah, Madoka." Madoka is a deconstruction of the magical girl genre, in the same way that Evangelion is a deconstruction of the giant robot genre. It's not something to be emulated for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and it just feels like the ones that are doing that, they're trying to like basically take it a step farther in those regards, and they're either not getting the point, or the point that they want to make is gross and I don't want it.
Or there's no point being made. It's just, hey, look at this cool thing happening.
Because like the
Ooh,
I can't remember the name of the one that that got discussed on that Anno Annie where Aaron was there, but that one was just gore porn.
Yeah, I
essentially.
don't remember that one either.
And I would not recommend it ever to anyone.
Ah, the Watchmen effect. That's a phrase I haven't heard, but I think that applies 100%.
But I watched like Magical Girl Raising Project, which is also a we're gonna pit teenagers against each other and they're gonna end up having to kill each other thing. And it was edgy for edgy's sake. But it had stuff within it that at least felt like there were other ideas it was maybe trying to touch upon. Mm-hmm. It just, that wasn't what it was trying to sell.
I think almost what we need is almost a Boku no Hero Academia, but for magical girls. One of the things that show does really well is create a whole world where these things exist, from real, like, everyday adult people down through heroes, through the youth figuring this sort of thing out for themselves, and having mentor figures on both sides and how they interact with it. Oh yeah, someone was mentioning Anteater Ballet, which just reminds me of Princess Tutu. And yeah.
Princess Tutu is a really good show. It's Magical Girl, but it's almost, the Magical Girl portion to me is almost just like not even necessary for what they're doing.
It was
but
part
it's
of
still
the
really good
fairy tale series of shows from
and
the early 2000s.
What's weirder is, I guess, spoilers, isn't so much that she's a magical girl, but she's a duck.
Yes. She's not a person that becomes a duck.
Well, and she doesn't get a happy ending. I mean, happy ending. The ending she gets is fine. It's the I wanted my prince to be saved and I saved him kind of ending, but it's not the oh my goodness, she and the prince get to fall in love and live happily ever after ending that is proposed as a possibility because it's a fairy tale.
Yeah, but it's not a fairy tale.
It's not.
It is about fairy tales. But that's what makes the ending interesting that way, is that, she doesn't. Also, does she need the fairy tale ending?
Probably not.
Because
it's been a while since I've watched it. But like, I think Cardcaptor Sakura would be really interesting as now she's an adult, because that gets classified as magical girl, but like she doesn't really have transformations, which is not necessary for magical girl as far as I'm concerned. But she definitely comes from a world that has magic in the terms of like mages and things, and passing that along and still having those abilities when you get older.
Well, the term, like. Sorry, I lost myself there. Anyway, what we're saying, I think, is shoujo is cool, y'all. You should definitely check out more of it, especially shoujo sports.
Highest Defense Club, but serious. See, I actually didn't have a problem with. So, the Earth Defense Club series is a typical kind of magical girl series, but they're all boys and they have the transformations, and they do a very good job of it. I would have loved to have seen after season 1 that they, like, once they hit season 2, I would have loved for them to have dropped the Monster of the Week trope. Because they do the Monster of the Week thing in the first season. I mean, they do it in the second season as well. But when they did it in the first season, when they got to the ending and they get to the twist, it makes sense why that's there. And when they're doing that in season 2, it just felt more of the same. And it kind of also felt like season 2 could have been the part where they dropped doing that and they just went more with character development instead of tropey Monster of the Week. Also has one of the better like Christmas themed episodes. So
Oh no.
I think the Monster of the Week is like some sort of weird giant reindeer thing. It was really funny.
I see someone in the chat there shouting out to season 3 of Chihaya Furu happening this fall.
Yeah, we're still a couple seasons off of that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, we're not regularly doing anime, so I should probably just dump this out here. I watched the first episode of Sarazanmai, the new Ikuhara series.
Oh
about
yeah, the weird
kappas.
kappa thing. You haven't watched that yet. Is it?
It's
What is that like?
weird
I mean-
and good.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be either your or Beach's thing.
I think we're intending to at least check out the first episode just to see what it's like.
Oh, the first episode will definitely give you a taste.
Because I don't know if I'm sold on watching it just from the premise, but I do kind of want to.
Well, I mean, this is the thing that I said to Corey while we were watching it. It's like, I need to be very wary about trying to make decisions about what things mean, especially at this point in an Ikuhara series. But all I can tell right now is that circles are going to be very important. And I think our number one takeaway was, hey, has Ikuhara ever done a series strictly about boys before? He is not. Utena was the closest, but that was a story about girls that included boys. This one is very clearly about boys.
Interesting.
And because it's Ikuhara, oh boy, you best believe nothing is heteronormative.
We watched the first episode of the new Fruits Basket, and
is that?
and I'm very happy with it.
Good.
It's been I really should maybe pull up the first episode of the original just to see how it really compares. But I'm very happy with it in terms of what they're doing with it. And then it just makes me mad about Sailor Moon Crystal. But you know.
Oh yeah, no, Penguin Drum is definitely about boys, but specifically their relationship with other women who are actually the focus of the story. But yeah, the kappas are not going to be what you think.
Evil Japanese spirits that want to suck a thing out of butts.
Don't want to. Alright, skip. We're almost there, Heather.
Almost.
All we gotta do is skip this game over sequence. Alright, skip that game over sequence.
I mean, I'm actually really excited for Fruits Basket because the anime was still going while the manga was being written. And there were definitely like certain characters that I wanted to see animated that never got to be there because the anime wasn't long enough.
Yeah, you had a Full Metal Alchemist situation. I do love this, well, not remix, but the reinterpretation of Glinka. As Welikonek, no, nothing from this game is from an old musical, sadly.
Not that we've seen anyway.
If you want that, go back and watch one of our episodes of Tango della Muerte, which also had nothing from an old musical, but is at least closer to an old musical.
Ah, right, the tango one.
Oh, thank you, Noma Nemesis, for providing that information.
I would actually like to see Pretty Cure.
It's on my list of things to check out, just because I know how influential it is within the oeuvre.
I'd like to act. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't been brought out here through official means outside of the weird Netflix dubs.
Really? I thought there were a few Pretty Cure shows that made it over.
Just Player Force, as far as I know.
Really? Well, no, there's that one that Will was on.
Oh, right. I don't want to watch that one.
No, I mean, you don't have to. I would rather personally watch them in a subtitled setting as well.
I guess when I say Pretty Cure, I want to watch a more modern one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really interested in the older ones.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't mind being able to find Nanoha Season 3.
That's the one that I'm told is
Oh, Nanoha's great.
the one that I'm supposed to watch.
She's got a magical ferret friend who comes from space, and before you know it, she's on a spaceship.
And I know that Fuji and others would definitely like me to watch Symphogear.
I just
tried.
don't have interest in Symphogear.
I tried. It's probably very good. It is definitely not for me. Might have been for me a number of years ago, but in the current climate. So maybe that being the case in 5 to 10 years, I can go back and look at Symphogear and maybe give it a fresh look. Oh, right, Carolyn Tuesday is happening. And
that's excellent.
Completely forgot to look at that.
It's excellent.
Okay, good. Hold on, I'm gonna
just watch it. So don't even look up anything about it.
No, I'm gonna set a reminder to watch that right now. We can skip that. We're almost to the point where we can actually start playing new stuff, Heather.
Can I skip this? No. Pearson.
Alright. Carol and Tuesday.
Yeah, no, Carol and Tuesday's great.
I don't know why I completely forgot that. We'll go with that one. Come on. Here we go.
Oh, hey. This is new.
Oh, good, good. Do I have to make voices soon?
Are we in Tomb Raider? Oh, you finally arrived.
Hello, little green bean. We've been looking for the great sage. Close your pid. With those words.
Green bean. Is this his way to talk to the wise one? A wise one? I'm not the wise one. I am a wise one.
Oh, you mean Jedi?
Yes, I am Kalosh Pied, wise one of this world. I'm disappointed. What were you expecting? An old man with a beard? I tried it once in college, didn't work out. Yes? Well, get used to it. As the saying goes, the fruit from the apple tree is matched only by the sweet and humid soil of the summer.
What?
That's what I said.
That makes absolutely no sense.
It sounded better in my head. Like, I don't talk to a lot of people. Anyway, I was meditating, and then a cosmic disturbance happened. Like 1,000 voices called out and then stopped, or some other meme. You made the heart of the Academia explode, didn't you?
It's not really our fault. Our mother's responsible for all of this.
Unfortunately, we transferred a virus inside it before it disappeared. There we go.
I know, it's already spreading. It's bound to happen one day or another. I need to show you something. Come join me at the observatory at the top of the village. This way. Oh, no, I got it. This ladder is not functional. I guess leave.
Hush, you'll frighten away the birds by running around like that.
Okay. I don't know why we're in an RPG all of a sudden. I was the head of this village. I took an arrow to the knee. Memes!
Leave!
Hi, Steven Universe. It's Steven Universe.
Yep. Cause walk.
I told Matt his last costume was rubbish and he won't talk to us anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
We missed one house back there, though.
Did we?
Yeah. I want to believe that error is inside.
Oh
no, it's the house we came out of. Okay, my apologies.
We might still find error yet. Here's an in.
And now it's an out.
Hello, strangers. If you're looking for a place to sleep, you're in the right place. One night's only 150 coins. We even play music while you sleep. Me? I like Aerosmith.
Can I pay 100 coins and not have music?
'Cause you're not gonna miss a thing.
I come to this altar every day to honor the memory of our ancestors. Wait, who are you? You're not gonna answer me? Fine.
Nope.
Nope.
Not taking any pictures of you from my Insta.
Ooh, hey, we found the gun store.
I can't touch any of the
It
guns.
was this away.
Also can't jump.
Can't fall off the edge.
Oh,
That's
no,
good.
wait, I can jump. I found the jump button, it's up.
Oh no.
So, platformer all of a sudden. Who's this? Oh, it's Matt.
I love coming here and looking out over the horizon. My grandfather always had his head stuck in the clouds. The elders are always going on about Narcania, but I grew up here, and I think this world is beautiful.
Cool story, bro.
Rocks.
Why did you throw that rock at me?
I thought I'd pick it up. I didn't think I'd actually do stuff with it.
Ah! Crate
Rock.
man.
Byler, as you've noticed, I have a problem with boxes. Or maybe they have a problem with me.
Damn.
My husband's been obsessed with wooden boxes since he was a boy, but now he's gone crazy. Our house looks terrible.
I mean, your house looks a little boxed in, but it looks fine otherwise. Mother told me not to speak to strangers. Instead, I just say that to them in their faces and they run away.
My brothers have disappeared. I'm very worried. Goodbye.
Matt's too sensitive. He goes to sulk at the edge of the cliff all the time. There's a pile of rocks there, so you can totally throw them at him. I'm only being honest because I think he's ugly. Okay.
Cannot jump down.
Can't jump down. There's definitely... Can I...
Oh.
Yeah, found it. I don't want to talk to all these people.
Oh, there's a man with having a man's romance.
Peach isn't supposed to be in this game.
Peach isn't supposed to be in any game. I believe that's actually part of the Geneva Convention.
What? Yeah,
Baldur's Gate.
that's not Beach though.
Therefore, Baldur's Gate, the only game that has violated the Geneva Convention.
Don't know whose bright idea was to build the bathrooms at the top of the village. Children.
Never talk to children.
Clock Pie has told me you were coming.
You know my name?
Yeah, it's on your name badge. It's also Clock Pie. He explains everything. I'm just gonna call him Clock Pie forever.
Oh,
This is not a place where I expect a
no, jump should
jump
never be
button
there.
to be, which is like the top button, so I keep trying to use buttons like the B button. Oh, there you are! I changed the voice. This is a voice now. We're in the Village Observatory. I enjoy coming here and looking at stars. Sometimes I draw lines between them and I make pictures of butts. As to say, the morning star eats a carrot, but the rabbit doesn't. Who knows what that means? I don't.
Clock Pete! That still doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you're right, but think about it and make a meaning up. It's great. My point is, you've traveled to this universe, and others in search of answers. Probably. I'm making some assumptions here, or maybe I've been watching you with this giant telescope. You'll find those answers soon. Try the back of a textbook. That's what I do.
What do you know about Mother?
Not really a lot. However, there is a virus and you spread it. Though I think you know that part already. It's opening doors that the shadow can barge through. Who knows what the shadow is? I don't, but the shadow knows. Radio plays.
Could the virus be the reason Nintendo hasn't released Mother 3?
Nah, that's a different reason, I'm sure. But there are so many things we don't know. We have to talk to people who know things, probably. There's a temple. Go to the temple. It's a few hundred yards away from the village. It's probably not filled with water, so it's gonna be fine. Take that lift at the foot of the village. Follow the path there. I'll wait for you there. I don't know why I wouldn't walk with you, but I don't want people to think we know each other. No, wait, that means I do know I wouldn't walk with you.
Seems like a valid reason.
Can't look through the telescope. Clockpie told me you were coming.
You know my name?
Yeah. Repeated text. This is in detail.
Goodbye.
Alright, well.
Whee!
Wow. Efficiency. Oh, cool. Now we, that's why these
Found the
designs
spiders.
look so familiar. We are now Metal Slug.
Oh! I figured we were some sort of Tomb Raider thing. I don't know why he sounds like that. He doesn't have a gag on his mouth. He can talk like a normal. Whatever they are.
Words. I'll say words.
Ah!
Take
Ah!
this. Ha
Nope. Don't want to be friends with that one. They have the mystical power of being able to take their underwear off without their pants. Which is impressive, but I don't want to know that.
Right through the legs.
Don, how do we get in?
Explosions! I'll open it with my own key.
The key's explosions, isn't it?
It's like tiny explosions in a gun, yes.
Well, good. The gun is functioning as intended.
It's like fireworks, if fireworks were horizontal only.
Horizontal fireworks. You're onto something. I mean, it's something you can do with science, right? If you were able to calculate the appropriate distance, and instead of shooting the fireworks directly into the air, shoot them at the crowd so that they explode 5 feet in front of them. But safely.
I think they call that buckshot. Ah, customers! I have a shop. Want some grenades? Yes. Thank you. This looks like a picture of a grenade, but I'll take it anyway.
We have no money.
I gotta play it again.
Well, that's commerce. Welcome to late stage capitalism. Here's some skeletons.
Did you hear that?
Gonna turn into a running level? Side scroller? What?
Snick!
No, Steffi. And other memes brought to you by this
Snack.
snack. I could go for snack.
Like, as a food or as a...
Beach and I use the word snack to mean snack.
Okay, good. I honestly, I would like to eat some snake at some point. I'd even go for cobra liqueur. TBH.
There was like a manga or some sort of image we saw that had snack written as just like snack.
Snick.
With like SNAQ.
Wow.
Yeah, Nishijo.
That sounds like Nichijou. I'm not going to eat Ben's snake square.cube. They haven't been finishing it enough for me yet. You need to feed your snakes enough lettuce
I guess we
to
should. Oh, sorry.
flush out all the bad stuff. Sorry.
I thought we were out of the level.
Oh.
We should maybe see if we can save.
Yes.
No. Doesn't. Okay. We're here now.
Nope, can't go back that way. Always check the other direction. That's what I've learned from games. Woo.
Cutscene. You're in one. You certainly took your time. You didn't tell us the road was so dangerous. No one has come here for a long time. As the saying goes. Oh no, not again! The desert rose accumulates at the summit as in the abysses of dry fruits. Or something. I read it on the back of a snack pack. I wanted to show you this fresco. It tells the story of Arcania. There was a lady with a flower. It exploded.
Cause.
Oh, this is gonna be a thing where it's like, this is your real mom.
1,000 years ago, the Arcanians were thriving. Their advanced technology was limitless. I don't know why I'm narrating this, but hey, look, it's a magic school bus. There was no more illness, no more hard labor. A true socialist paradise. A group of scientists then noticed that some signals were passing through their universe, possibly television from Earth. By studying those signals, they invented a way to travel to other worlds. This was the first time the Arcanians were afraid of one of their creations. The citizens were afraid of what this research could bring about. The government built a space station in order to isolate the portals, far away from the population. For years, everything was safe. I mean, fine. Everything was fine. The exploration teams discovered many incredible worlds. Arcania had entered an era of unprecedented discoveries. But one day, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. One portal didn't open up as expected. At that portal, it began to tremble, resonate. Then in a horrific clamor, it exploded! Black fragments began to escape from it, soon forming a gigantic shadow over the planet.
Oh, it's Gengar.
Without mercy, the shadow destroyed all life on the surface of Arcania. Exhausted, the shadow took refuge in a universe no one could reach.
Yeah, I get tired after exploding a lot of stuff too.
Waiting to regain its strength and destroy all the existing universes. Strange pauses I add to my sentences. However, I did not know that the handful of survivors had managed to escape Arcania in time. Those who came here built its temple and predicted the birth of two heroes. It's you and me, descendants of the people of Arcania,
capable of defending the shadow. The heroes of legend. Tib and Rob.
That's
Oh,
so
it is
nice
you.
of them. So nice of them to put our names in the story. Makes it feel more personal.
It's us!
The heroes! Yes, you are the heroes of legend. I'm changing the voice again. The ones who will save the survivors and the rest of the universe, yada yada.
That's impossible.
Wait. We're Arcanian's tool? Yes! Yes, that sudden turn of events, huh? Yeah. The virus you've spread is the only first phase. There's 3 more. It opens up rifts to all the universes, and the Shadow intends to use them, and they're gonna destroy everything. There's gonna be a lot of explosions.
So what you're saying is that the second sign will come, and we'll be able to stop it just before the shadow rises. But why would Mother help the shadow do this?
I don't know.
It's all...
You gotta stop it, though.
I'm guessing that we've probably misinterpreted her actions, despite the fact that they were very clear.
Do you see a door over there?
Absolutely not. You're going to have to pan the camera.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here you go. It's more like a cookie, but it's a door. Trust me.
I like my cookies round. What kind of cookies are you eating?
Square ones, clearly. The ones who built this temple crafted a passage to the shadow world.
Okay, but getting back to cookies, do you like chocolate chip cookies to be square? That seems strange.
Oh no, but I expect the ones that have the fillings in them to be square. Not like
Oh,
Oreos,
yeah.
but like those fancier cookies that you get in tins.
Oh, like the ones you get at Christmas. They have like the chocolate on top, and then it's like a biscuit with round edges on it.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
Yeah.
little fancy scallops.
I eat those ones last. I like the wafer ones.
Oh, well, each their own. Wafers also come in rectangles.
They are most definitely rectangles.
Let's talk about this door, though. It doesn't open, so it's a very poor door.
You're right.
Or a well-secured one. It requires energy from an ancient relic. The Clin's magical flute.
I don't want to blow on anything called Clin's magical flute.
I understand that. This is all very difficult to take in. You weren't expecting to have to go back to 3rd grade recorder lessons.
More if I play brass instruments. It's completely different from the woodwinds or those ones where you whistle up a top.
But your mother betrayed you, and the fate of the universe is in your hands. I mean, they wrote your name in the legend, which we might have added afterwards just to try and pawn the blame off on someone else, but you're the ones with those names, so your fault now.
It could be anyone named Tib.
I'll let you think about that a little longer. Go talk to some villagers.
We tried to avoid that.
When you're ready, come find me. I have a house. I'll be in that house.
Okay.
Not someone else's house, but my own.
We should go talk a bit more with the Arcanians. They might be able to help us understand things better.
Clock Pie said he'd wait for us. So I guess we do it.
Who didn't we talk
I
to?
think we talked to everyone mostly. I mean, on this level anyway.
You're right. Gonna go up here.
I mean, except for the one who's peeking around the corner, but it didn't give me the option, so. Talk to that one. Oh, hey. Don't get too close to the house. It's full of artists. You know what that means? They'll want you to join their Instagrams.
Wow!
And follow them on Twitter.
Nope, that's just the way out.
I've been working on this painting for 317 days now. It's almost done. I can feel it.
I have music about apples! Apples! Apples, apples! It's a song about apples! Do-do-do!
I have an idea. Instead of cutting out 4 shapes, we'll make 36 variations with unique textures for each one.
You don't want me to do custom designs while we're at it?
Great idea, Felix. Let's do it.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Why is there a naked man?
I mean, he might. We don't know that he's fully naked.
That's true. His
I don't want to find out, but we don't know for sure.
His waistal area is unknown to us. Let's hop up in your box. Hop, 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 hop. We've been in the hospital already. We've talked to the kid with thing. Talk to Box and Dude Rules. Did we talk to Fruit Lady?
Tab, can you thank your brother for me? What did he do this time? After your last expedition, he brought back a large supply of spiders, bats, and unknown meats. Would you like some boiled spider? On second thought, vegetables sounded quite nice.
Unknown meats.
You're so lucky to be able to travel through the world. I'd really like to join you. Can I join you?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna go tell I'm gonna IRL stream everything though. Is that okay?
That is definitely not going to be a problem.
Okay, cool. I'm just doing this thing where IRL streamers should actually ask permission before they shove cameras in people's faces.
I'm very glad that you asked that then. Whoops, missed that jump again.
Just hopping around.
Yep. Goodbye.
Yeah!
Time to talk to this guy.
How's the
Wait a
house?
sec.
Wait, can you? Oh.
I would like to spend more time with my husband, but he prefers to stay on this porch and shit at the sky. When you look at stars, I think I'd like to be able to travel with you. Even with what happened to our ancestors, a desire to travel across the universe remains encoded in our very DNA.
Now I understand why we felt so constrained in an island with Rob.
I mean, I would say there's probably other reasons.
Probably.
You know, like, just so many, actually.
Oh, but only a handful of survivors managed to escape from the destructive chaos known as the Dark Shadow. They arrived here and they built this colony.
And now you're all children. Hi, Tip. How you doing?
Yes, ma'am, I'm doing just fine.
Cool.
Why am I the size of these children?
Well, okay. So, sometimes people don't grow as tall as other people. Sometimes they remain short. But you're still young yet. You might still go through a growth spurt. We don't know much about extinction.
I guess that we'll be able to measure up to our greatness and not die, everyone.
Without a doubt, everyone has so much faith in you.
That's
it might
not
even,
the same as evidence.
It might even be fully misplaced, given that it's written in a legend and wasn't proven by any scientific fact whatsoever.
Let's get out of here.
Hi, I'm changing the voice again. So what'd you decide?
We still don't understand everything. What led Mother to betray us, or why all this is happening to us. But everyone is counting on us. So we'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you got anything else going on for you, is it?
Very true.
Another saying and we'll change our minds.
Okay, fine. Beams forever then. You must find Clint and retrieve the magical flute.
Oh God, the flute.
I'm sending the coordinates to your next destination to Palm Pot. Good luck.
Who the fuck is Palm Pot?
You'll figure it out when you get there.
God damn it.
You can do this. You must go alone. Wait.
What
Safety?
together?
I'm trying to think of a saying and mess it up at the same time. It's really hard to do off the cuff. All right, saving.
Yes,
Saving.
yes.
How does saving work?
What?
Maybe there's a thing we can touch. Try options.
Okay, options.
Save. There is a save.
Okay.
Did
I think I saved.
I think we did it. I mean, we can just keep going on.
Yeah, let's save and quit again, and then continue on. I keep worrying about that webcam activated system.
It's fine.
Wind of the Savage. Yeah, we got time for one more level.
We got time for Savage Wind.
Do you want this one?
Doesn't matter.
No. I'm enjoying playing this. Oh no.
Oh, this is Zelda?
Whoa, this is super Zelda.
This is like
Bah!
Minish Cap?
It's nippy out here.
Looks kind of Minish Cappy.
Nice costume, Princess Rob.
Yeah. It's great. I'm Princess Rob. All kneel before me. The Explosion Princess.
Sounds good. But we really need to find Clint quickly. We should get going. I'm not gonna lean into that Clint. Wait, wasn't Clint a character in Gundam Reconquista in G?
Gundam New Game Plus.
I'm so happy we found News Story, Heather.
Yeah. I also appreciate the fact that you're just whacking slimes with sticks. It's referring to saving the options you select and quitting the options screen. Okay, so that might not be the actual save thing? I don't know.
That's what I thought.
There might be something in the overworld we can like act like a console or something maybe we can touch that would let us save. Anno Annie is on hiatus until we say otherwise.
But so far you've heard many of our opinions on anime so far. I'll say so far a third time.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it being in production hell because it's not in production.
Phew! Finally out of the snow.
I like this outfit. It's great. It's warm and breezy.
Look at you! I don't have pants. Let's keep going. We'll find someone sooner or later.
I also don't have pants.
But your skirt at least goes down to the ground.
That's fair. Yet
Who knows?
somehow, even though you have less clothing coverage, I think you have more pockets than I do.
True. However, you could probably wear pants underneath that skirt.
I think I wouldn't mind a pair of leggings or some shorts. Something with a good gusset so I can really stretch out.
I just like some leg coatings. That's some 80s style leg warmers.
Ooh. Get some arm warmers too.
Yeah. Then I'm ready for aerobics. In the 80s. Anyway, which way would you go?
Right. Never go left.
Right. Never go left. This is why I always listen to you. Always listen to Rob. Never listen to Rob.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna get back to that vegetable stall and she's gonna get some snake meat along with her unknown meats. Oh, well that's a sword that's broken.
It's not a flute at all.
No one can become King Arthur now.
Good. The Ballad of the Cool Fish. Oh my god!
So it's more of a Link's Awakening reference.
Looks like an altar.
Exactly. It is one. I made it. The sword broke, though. You've entered the Swamp Temple, a secret site of the world. My name is Maurice. I'm the guardian.
Are you some sort of space cowboy? My name is Tim, and this is Rob. We've just arrived, and...
Yes, I know. You senpai clock. What's his face? You need to find Clint.
How did you know?
I'm a great sage. Also, since I am such a great sage, can I use you as a character reference for this job interview I have next week? Anyway, I communicate telepathically with Clockpie. I need you, Princess Rob, and your little elf too.
Sweat drop.
Explain the situation to me, great sage. Moodus has awakened.
I see.
That sounds rude. Yep, looks rude. He was asleep inside the water temple, which is not this temple, but a different one. Waiting for the right moment to attack us. He has sent his army of monsters to destroy the legendary swords. There are more than one.
Jesus.
This one's broken. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect my temple, hence the job interview next week, and I do still need that character reference. Thank you very much. The swamp sword has been destroyed. Please don't tell them that when they call for the reference. I would like to actually be able to get a new job. It's a nightmare. Have no fear, my servant, and I will help you.
Don't overdo it, Rob.
Thank you, princess. Travel through the kingdom until you reach the Temple of Plains, and that's where the next sword will be. Hurry now. The fate of the world and all that, it's in your hands.
This is very involved.
I mean, it is a long game. Some hours, 20-ish probably, from this time period.
Say, Rob.
Princess Rob!
Ha! Sorry, Your Majesty. Do you think we can do it?
Why do you ask me this now?
So far, all we've done is destroy every world that we've passed through. This is the first time we have the power to fix the situation.
Why do you think I accepted this quest? We may have been faulty pixels, but we can do it. We can.
Right!
This is our chance to redeem ourselves.
You're right. Let's go!
I can flounce.
These beat naps have got more intense.
I mean, we're further along in the game, so I would expect the curve to start. This music selection is called Magical Flute.
Huh, so it seems...
Oh, there's a dead guy. You think he's dead?
It's what you said. Ops!
Monsters! They're everywhere! The legendary sword is... take my sword! It's not legendary, but... it sure does exist!
Cool! Swords! Can I get a bow and arrow at some point? I think that's how this works.
Should be.
Hey, it's not broken!
Here it is. Just yank it out. Hooray!
Do you double sword now?
Let's go.
I'd better.
Nope.
I'm at full health and I'm not shooting with my sword. Illusion ruined.
I mean, I would have said illusion ruined by the fact that we keep walking past treasure chests not opening a single one.
And uncut grass. And pots.
Gotta cut the grass, gotta smash the pots. They leave those pots there just to get smashed. Oh, it's due to the Super Nintendo.
I see that you have a legendary sword. Take this sword of light and go fight Munis.
Ah, Force Ghost.
Thanks, JP. And the award for Best Water Temple goes to Old School Musical. For just reducing the bullshit.
Oh, here you go. Improved sword laser.
Nice.
Now to the ocean.
Could live out our days.
And we got the magical flute. Look at all these alive people.
They're still alive. But they'd love to see some explosions in the sky.
Or on the ground.
We've arrived in town. It's nice to see something other than water and monsters.
We should ask the citizens if they know where Clint is.
Perhaps we could do it as a cutscene. Hello, sir.
Why, hello, tiny minuscule elf.
You're ripped. Call me that one more time, and I'll tell you that you're ripped.
Whoa, wow. Please excuse my brother.
Fuck.
He's a bit more sensitive about his height. Tim, you need to rein it in a bit.
I'm sorry, Rob. Let's try that again.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, princess. Watch out! There's a tiny elf listening to us.
We're looking for Clint. You know him?
Do I know Clint? Everyone who knows Clint is here. That dirty little.
You seem angry, or perhaps not angry.
He lived here in the past, but we threw him out. Every morning we would find chickens chopped in half around the village. Then, one night, we kept watch with the other citizens. And we found Clint, whose name is definitely not an anagram, with that stupid look on his face, butchering them with a sword.
Yeah, that seems bad.
You're joking, right? There's no worse crime than attacking a chicken. We exiled these people out into the desolate lands of Godot, many miles away, and there they have to wait for the bus.
Thanks, ma'am. Well, Tim, we know where to find him now. Also, I'm surprised that we have a world like this where he can attack chickens and the chickens just don't knock him on his ass.
Well, his key is to get all the chickens at once. Welcome to the Godot Valley.
Ah, yes. Miles of endless beach without the hassle of the ocean water.
Actually, I recently found out something interesting about desert sand in comparison with beach sand.
Oh, yeah?
And you can't actually just take sand from the beach or from the desert and put it on a beach because it's actually a lot smaller and rounder. And so the desert sand just ends up sinking down underneath the beach sand and then being taken out to sea by the tides.
Beach sand. It's lighter than desert sand, so it's the helium of sand.
Nope, you know what? We'll just put that on a mug.
Beach sand. It's the tuna of the sea.
Justice.
Oh! Or they have an issue with chickens. Chicken justice.
Well, I now have an idea for another food truck in the city. I haven't been to Taco Justice in a long time.
It's because it's so much further away now. It is.
It is.
It's in the opposite direction now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was before, but it was only a few blocks away, and now it's much further away.
I mean, I don't have to go there from the moon base.
That's true.
Did we just end up in Mordor?
It's so hot. It's getting worse.
Do you remember when I said that my outfit kept me warm? It's still keeping me warm. It's great. I like being warm.
Makes sense that you like to turn up the heat.
Explosions. Fire. Potatoes.
All things that can explode.
Roasted potatoes. or some other such nonsense.
I want to get a Yakimo machine for next winter.
You can get a machine that does that?
Well, I mean, it's...
I thought the whole point was to do it at, like, a campfire.
Oh, no, like, I mean, like, sort of I guess, charcoal oven that you put in the back of a truck.
Oh, okay.
Do you think I would just get arrested if I did that here? Like, made a Yakimo truck with the sound and drove it around town?
I mean, there's a giant foam making business that has a giant Rhythm Heaven head thing with the Moe statues. So
oh yes,
and they haven't got arrested, so I don't really see why you would. Hey, look, a sign! Hideaway of Clinton the Exile.
We're finally here.
The pots are smashed. Makes sense.
Yep.
No
Is-
sign of Clint. Well, game over.
It's chicken droppings. Thank goodness. But what happened here? There's a letter on the ground. We, the soldiers of the Chicken Republic, have taken Clinton prisoner, Cluck considered as a war criminal. He will be tortured and maybe even roasted at the stake.
Ah, they seem angry.
Yep. Long live the Chicken Republic. Death to oppressors. Cluck, cluck. It will never end.
Well, there's no point in staying here. We need to go and talk to angry chickens.
Thank goodness we can go back to space. Perhaps there will be a way of saving here.
I hope so.
Maybe it's in this direction. If this were a No More Heroes game, this is where we could save. But it's not. Nope. 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 Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I'm sure the chickens will understand our situation, and then we'll get to see Clink quickly.
All right. So that...
How... What happens if... Okay.
What happens
How
if-
do we save?
So what happens if I hit story here? Because otherwise the only option is just not... Okay.
Story takes us here. We've tried... We've done options and then just like...
Okay, that's good.
So it's still there.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to options, save and quit. Just because, anyway.
Because maybe that does do it.
Okay, here's the only thing I can think that we can do.
Hit quit.
Yeah, let's hit quit, and then let's boot it back up again and see what happens, so that we aren't disappointed next time. Because I would love to come back and play this again.
Yeah, I'd like to finish it on stream. I'm just concerned it will not work.
Me too.
And if it's not going to work, then we can't, because we won't be able to get through it. Okay.
We're good. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Wait, no, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to save and quit and then quit.
Fair.
Because
You don't trust it anymore?
I don't trust anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Let's look at, like, wow.
So many subs.
We skipped our break because we had some problems and a bunch of stuff, so now subs.
Got to start with Ko-Kroop, who's been around for 19 months. Thank you for your continued support.
Numbin Nemesis for 45 minutes. 45 months.
You sub for 45 minutes.
Is anyone who gets Forbidden from the Rhythm Cafe double barred, although I assume that would only be a measured response for
Wow.
real treble makers. Sorry,
Wow.
I'll give it a rest.
That's really good. Copper Astronaut, 100 bits. Thank you so much for that.
E-Block with the 111 bits, thank you.
And then E-Block again with 1,000 bits. Never learning, ever turning.
E-Block with the 889 bits. So what I'm getting is don't ever vaccinate seems wrong, but here's some bits and my eardrums.
This is what happens when you say things, Heather.
This is what happens when you leave me to stretch.
Princess Zelda, just subscribed. Thank you for joining the channel.
Pandora Fortune Cookie for 20 months. Excellent name.
Oh, hey, E-Block joining us with another 100 bits. 100, do you make up a chili up there?
Do you make a chili up there?
Must have been a time thing.
Make chili, maybe? I don't know. Extra credits was given a sub thanks to Awabajack. Thank you, Awabajack, for that.
Thank you, Mungo Dude, for subscribing for 25 months in a row.
Robo Nixon for 35 months. Welcome back.
Alex Arabi, who is a brand new subscriber who was given said subscription by Catanglover. Thank you, both.
As Swan-like neck. Oh, a Swan-like neck. I got there. Has cheered with 500 bits. You're the best. I'm enjoying this advice about meat.
Malfunct has subscribed for 64 months. That is a base number. Thank you.
Admiral Mamo with the 63-month resub. Might or might not be my first resub on Rhythm Cafe. In any case, getting my sub spoken in a funny voice sounds fun. Admiral Mamo is resubscribed for 63 months. There you go.
Funny voices all round. Also, Nick Arrow, 31 months. Hi, all. Hi, you.
Dr. McBoop, 28 months. Welcome back.
Falconer. Is it Professional Falconer or Professor Falconer? Either way, loving it. 12 months. I'm so glad I had the chance to force Bezos to pay you for 1 year. We appreciate your Bezos bucks.
Orlantia for 33 months. Welcome back.
Loud Judrit subscribing for 21 months in a row. For my 21st subversary, I will apparently catch the last 12.5% of Rhythm Cafe. Whoops. It was the good part.
Yeah. Not like the first 12.5%. One Cold Canuck for 18 months. Welcome back.
And plus, DY's been around for 3 months now. Thank you for coming back again. No checkpoint tomorrow.
Well, no, because it's Monday. Tomorrow. Checkpoint's on Thursdays now.
No checkpoint tomorrow.
It's very accurate.
No dice friends tomorrow.
No, but there should be a Play It Forward with Matt still playing Mulana.
Oh, very cool then.
So that should be a thing.
And if you're as curious as we are as to what's actually on the schedule these days, check out loadingreadyrun.com/live. That will give you the schedule of all the shows that are coming up in the live method. Let's see here.
Big ways, we have a pre-release for War of the Spark coming up next week. That's on the Friday.
Can't miss that.
And I think that's the big overall event.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thursday, special guest Ben Swallow will be joining me on Tinker Tailor's Soldier Fry, as hopefully, God willing, we get the chip in the mail before then, and we'll be able to finish the Naomi 100%. Otherwise, we got lots of fun stuff. Special guests are always good for that show. What else do we need to mention? We need to mention the Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Thank you so much for everyone who contributes there.
If you're watching this on Twitch, the VODs go up on youtube.com/loadingreadylive. And if you're watching this on YouTube VODs, then we stream on twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun.
We also do pre-recorded content over at Twitch. Neither of those things at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. Check that out. And of course, we want to thank everyone for showing your support, either monetarily or just hanging out in the chat with your words or just watching us. We appreciate all of those things. Speaking of watching us, Heather, where can people continue to watch you that's not right on this channel?
If you're not on this channel, I'm also on twitch.tv/lunarjade, and you can find me there on Twitter. And Ian can be found
at tilty.house. Throw that up in your address bar, and you can find links to all the stuff Corey and I do over there at tilty.house. That's the end of the broadcast day here in the Rhythm Cafe, and therefore at the end of Loading Ready Run, too. For the day. For the day.
We always have to specify.
Yes.
People get over sad if we don't, and we don't like them being sad. We want them to be happy.
Yeah, trust me, if we're going to shut this thing down, you're not going to hear it from us. We're going to be the cause.
Explosions!